Whether they held or lacked reason, it didn't matter. When times were dark and winds blew cold, there wasn't much left to do, and it was quite enough to simply put one foot in front of the other.
Close your eyes. Listen. They sense you. They feel you. That's so beautiful. we discovered something deep in the woods. Not crawlers or ghosts, but something else. Something in between. A presence that affects us all. We tried to trap it, but to no avail. We tried to slap a name on it. Manifest a pair of glaring eyes in search of its face. Something to name so that we could tame it. But the dark itself isn't any thing. It is less than nothing, and also more than everything. Behind and behind. And we invented these Shellphones so we could try to talk to it. It picks up the phone on the other side, but it doesn't speak back. Not directly, at least. It transmits little, nasty recordings, memories or echoes of things that came before, that passed through its drapes. I wonder if one day someone will hear my echoes.
Hey, I'd almost forgotten how it felt. And salutations, burnt one. Fancy meeting one of your kind here. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right? Well then, on one hand, it's just a matter of walking down the road. But then, on the other, the Midnight Walk has a mind of its own, and a mind to teach its rider a thing or two to boot. So if you are intending to walk the walk, you better... How's he? Didn't see you there. So glad to see you back on the move. As I told you, it ran away from its owners. It's been waiting for the right passerby ever since it ended up here. Well, Mac, don't let me keep y'all. See you down the Midnight Walk, and burnt one. Wherever you end up this long night, keep that fire alive. It's really all that matters. Don't take my word for it. Just see for yourself. Some folks certainly know how to talk the talk, What you lack in talk, burnt one, I trust you make up for in walk. Be wary of the dark itself. It's full of ideas, but it is always hungry for more. Enough talk now. Time to listen. Listen to the road, the trees, the shadows, to the stars. Oh boy, you'll be amazed what you'll hear if you listen a little.
Don't venture into the swamp under the moon, they cautioned. There, wild eyes watch, and itching teeth yearn for succulent heads like ours. Gone are the bodies of old, and they can no longer shield us from the terrors.
Whoa, look at this. My stick! Give it back! No! Oh, my stick! My favorite stick! Oh.
Somebody approaches Nobodyville. Your wretched limbs and affront unless your fire can prove itself useful, there will be no passage for you, limb tree. Go away. If you like them all, then maybe. Candles have not been lit since before the great beheading. Now fire is back. Maybe fire can help us with our Molgrim problem. The Headmaster will decide. Enter, then.
We don't take kindly to arms and legs. So uncivilized. What are you looking at? You get out of here. Arms and legs. So uncivilized. We don't take kindly to somebody's walk.
Look at those two arms swinging around. Disgusting.
What do you think you're doing here? True fire. We nobodies haven't been graced by its warmth since the bodies were banished. They used fire for war. Yes. Now once more, the somebody disturbs our peace and sets fire on things with its tiny fire devil. You must leave at once. Leave or face our... It's the Molgrim!
I guess I'm the Headmaster now. As you've observed with your own head globes, we have a problem. It is called the Molgrim.
The Molgrim.
Recently she has become bold, moving ever closer to Nobodyville. You should help us get rid of her. Yes, get rid of her. Tame her, just make it stop. And by the powers suddenly vested in me, I will, shall grant you passage through our fair Nobodyville. Here, take this. Blech. Now, go do the quest. Meet the problem head on. Tame the Molgrim, and we will. I shall graciously let you pass through Nobodyville.
once, the Molgrim will get you! No, without that body of yours, you'd be drop-head gorgeous.
Molgrim's cave lies that away, if I could point.
over body. Mind 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 over body. Mushrooms whisper of a new burden down. They tell us her nest lies beyond the cold, cold moon. And she came here to witness tragedies. She feeds on these tales you see, sucking their fire dry like marrow from a bone. Her eyes are on us now. Like a vulture she waits, knowing that we somebodies are about to tear each other apart.
When a sinkhole devours your fire, give it up or dive in after it. An old swamp saying. Another old swamp saying went, when dealing with a troubled and troublesome Molgrim, do not light a fire beneath her, but help her build one from within.
Oh, my neck hearkens the anguished howls of the Molgrim, and the bitter patter of feet. A somebody and its flame, albeit a small one. 'Tis enough, perhaps. The Molgrim's precious shards, they must be returned to her lair, to her cauldron. Only then may the cleansing fire burn.
If you're not gonna gobble me up, then can you maybe take me away from here? Please? Somewhere closer to Nobodyville and away from here. Get me out of this neck hole, please. I'm begging you on my bare chin, and I'll pay you for the effort. Handsomely with a beautiful shard from the Molgrim's cauldron. I have the Molgrim's cauldron shard just waiting to be yours. I have the Molgrim's cauldron shard just waiting to be yours. Just so long as you get me out of this swamp. Look out!
Body stands their approach over the mountain vein and flying. We ragdolls observe, we record, and we mimic. Their faces are masks, they do not know what is already yearning hides behind. The chance will tell. We put on a mask, we perform, and we put on a show.
She's here! Look out!
Heads up! Ready! Up! Rip with your boots! Take with your hand! Full of fire! Fire is ours! Take the charge! Take the fire!
Good evening. Or is it morning or afternoon? Hard to tell without a sun, isn't it? No, it is most certainly night. Or moonbirds hooting wouldn't make sense at all. Speaking of sense, will you help an old bird find some in this story? Fire up these dusty murals in the right order, and you will receive a present, a little gift, yes. Bring the fire to the story. As the heads roll, the peace ended when the violent somebodies invaded the valley. The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intriguing. Ended with a great, gruesome beheading. I'm growing impatient and hungry. Try a different order. Once upon a time, the Molgrims lived in peace. Peace ended when the violent somebodies invaded the valley. Peace ended when the violent somebodies invaded the valley. The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intrigue. The battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. The Molgrims had lived in the valley in peace, sharing good eatings and howlings around their fire, which they had inherited from the skies. Then one terrible night came the violent somebodies. They hunted the Molgrims for sport and took their fire for themselves.
hands. They began to fight one another with it. To save themselves from themselves, the cunning heads turned on their bodies and organized a great building. And so it was that some bodies became nobodies, and the bodies were exiled. A time of peace would ensue, or so the headlings thought. The last living Molgrim had been biding her time, and saw now an opportunity to return and take bloody vengeance upon the heads, who were now left defenseless without their bodies. The time of the Molgrim begins anew. A storied meal indeed. Moonbird thanks you for feeding her and proudly upholds the promise. A gift. A shard from the Molgrim's own cauldron. It looked so shiny in the moonlight. Moonbird simply had to take it. For now, she'll see you in the light.
Look out!
Phew, thanks for saving my neck. And I think I have a reward for you. A real treasure. There you go. One of the 3 from the Molgrim's cauldron. Yeah, I stole it. Oh, I thought I could maybe buy me some kind of ticket away from, well, everything. Start anew, you know? A good head on a pair of healthy, strong shoulders. Eyes on the horizon. Gosh, the horizon. Do you know I haven't seen it once since I lost my body? I really do miss my body. It's a real shame when you think about it, you know? The things that we do to ourselves, to one another. What we did to her, kind. All in the name of some sort of control. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, I guess I'm sad. Sad and sorry. Hey, thanks. You're a great listener. You know that? Just take care of that shard now. Maybe put it back where it belongs and... yeah. Goodbye.
The ragdoll's whisper of one shard kept by the dark itself. Another was stolen by the greedy moonbird up in the hilltops. The last one, perhaps the cowardly head knows. The heads betrayed us bodies, but not before we had betrayed ourselves. Fire in fist. The shards of fire. They must be restored to the cave. We hunted the Molgrims, took their fire, and with it, we set ourselves ablaze. The shards of that very fire must be returned to the Molgrim's lair. Somebody find the shards, mend the cauldron. Otherwise, we and thou art forever doomed to madness, to be fettered to the clay and mud. The ragdoll's whisper of one shard kept by the dark itself. Another was stolen by the greedy moonbird up in the hills. The last one, perhaps the cowardly
It's
head
easy
knows.
to lose one's head when everything you love is either gone, broken, or dead. Yet another forgotten swamp saying. She'd never been much for company until she had met the other one. He had shimmering scales, an appetite for life, and carried a faint scent of rotting leaves she found irresistible. Oh, how they used to laugh at the distant stars, bitterly, together.
The howls of the Molgrim have gone with the wind, and our headache settled into gentle throbbing. Thank you, somebody, for you have not only graciously saved our necks, but also demonstrated the value of brain mass and heart blob working together. Could it be time for the bodies to return? We must convene on this matter, and you and your wandering flame must now leave through our gates and keep on walking the midnight walk to Moon Mountain.
Mountain.
Here you go, somebody. This key will open the town gates. Blech. The mountain once again beckons, and the call is answered. Fare thee well, and take good care of your flame. The dark itself is hungry.
Bodies might be returning yet.
I've had enough. First it was the big Molgrim hunt, and then when they forced us out into that make-a-forgiven swamp, I hate hiking. And then, the moment we had nothing left to hunt, we started fighting each other. And then Mr. Mayor gets this grand idea that we should chop our own heads off and banish our bodies. How does that even scientifically work? I've had enough of civilization.
Oh, back from a little swamp detour, huh? Hope the heads didn't give you too much trouble. At least your head looks attached to its shoulders and your friend's is, well, burning. So do not despair. Should you once again lose your way along the midnight walk, you're probably meant to.
have a special relationship with fire. We do not cook over it. We do not shed tales around it. We care not for its warmth. Ours is a different connection entirely. Fire is our window to truth and into the world beyond clay, to which we must return. We are noble beings, bringers of bugs, slime, and mushrooms to help decompose the old and to bring about the new. We are the caretakers of this world, and woe be to those who seek to end us, for they seek to end themselves.